Hi students, so this is the last class of the Population and Development PRPR 101. We will do the wrap-up class. We will talk about what we have learned so far for this class. So let me beginning with the course description of this PRPR 101. The course description is the students are expecting to know the concept and theory of population development, the relationship between population and development, the social and academic aspect, and human resource development, education, poverty, migration, urbanization, locality, environment and resources, community participation, feminism, and analyze the direction of development. So what we have learned so far, we have learned about the concept and theory of demography, the basic demographic indicator and measurement, the concept and theory of development, the development in the context of aging society, the environment and development, sustainable development goals, migration and development, health and development, economic development, poverty and income distribution, education and development, private sector and the role in development or PPP, the labor and regional development in GMS, and last, gender, sexuality, and development. So let me remind you one more time the evaluation and the score for this class. We have quiz for 30 points, the class participation for 10 points, online participation for 10 points, and final examination is 50 points. So I suggest if you have not studied for the final exam, it is the time to study for the final exam. And don't forget to participate in our online participation. Demography. What is demography? Demography derived from demo and graphian. Demo is the people and graphian is to draw or to describe. So basically the demography is the description of the people. The demographic composition of the study. The demographic composition is composite of size, age and sex structure, and the distribution through the population process of fertility, mortality, and migration. Age and sex structure can be shown through the population pyramid as you show in the graph. And this graph is showing about the Thai population in year 2015. You can see that the base of the population pyramid is the childhood, and the middle part is the working age population, and the last one, the top one, is the older population. On your left hand side is male, and on your right hand side is female. So the age and sex structure can be shown through the population pyramid, which classifying the female and male population according to age group in the interesting area of the time. The determinant and consequence of the population. So the demographic is changing in terms of size, in terms of age and sex structure, and in terms of population distribution. And through the process of birth or fertility, death or mortality, and migration. And the consequence of the demographic change or the demographic process is the income and employment, saving and investment, consumption, land use, living arrangement, utility costs, education and health, environment, etc. Next is the Demographic transition. The demographic transition, as we mentioned and will be explaining more by another video, is the 4 or 5 states of the demographic transition. And the demographic transition theory is one of the most important theory for the demographic study. Next is the basic demographic indicator. I only show you some of the basic demographic indicator and the rate you should go and study by yourself. The first one is the sex ratio, or the number of male over the number of female, and multiply by 100. And the median age is the age at which exactly half of the population is older and half is younger. And the age dependent ratio, or the ratio of the person in the dependent age in Thailand, are those who under 15 and over 50 years old, to those the economically productive, or age 15 to 95. Sorry, not 95, 59. And so the formula will be the population under age 15 plus population over age 60 divided by population age 15 to 59 multiplied by 100. And this is some of the example of the fertility indicator. The first basic factor affecting the change in the population of an area. The first one, crude birth rate. The second one, general fertility rate, and the age-specific fertility rate, and the total fertility rate, and gross reproductive age. But the most important one will be the total fertility rate. Do you know what is the total fertility rate in Thailand? It is the TFR rate in Thailand, and in year 2009 it was 1.5 birth per woman. What does it mean, 1.5 birth per woman? It means that one woman will have only 1 or 2 children per family, and that is not replacing the father and mother. So we have the below TFR. The optimum TFR should be 2 because it will replace the father and mother. So this will be the first topic, the very first video talking about a wrap up for the basic demographic and the demographic indicator. And next one we will talk about the development